Are you new to Think and Grow Rich and are the type of person who likes to see the big picture before diving into details? Or maybe you've already read Think and Grow Rich, but sometimes find it difficult to go through so many pages just to find the key points you're looking for. Wouldn't it be great if you could get your kids reading Think and Grow Rich? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then do I have a treat for you today. Let me introduce you to Think and Grow Rich Illustrated by SmarterComics. Now, I don't normally make recommendations, but I do fully recommend that you get this now. This ebook is just so good. I really wish I'd thought of it myself. It is simply brilliant. I would definitely give this ebook 5 stars. So what do you get when you purchase the ebook? Well, you get 60 pages of superb illustrations, and it's a very easy to follow reading experience that makes learning the 13 principles extremely simple. Think and Grow Rich Illustrated also comes with the free MP3 audio version of the ebook. It's only 46 minutes long, so it's great if you're out and about or traveling. It's much easier to follow than 10 hours worth of listening if you were to have the original version read out loud. As a beginner's guide to Think and Grow Rich, this ebook is outstanding. It's a completely different experience. This is a modernized, updated interpretation of Think and Grow Rich, aimed at getting you the key concepts without making you feel too overwhelmed. You can use it to get a very good overview before you dive into the original version. Like many people, you may be thinking, this is a comic book. Can comics really be useful as a source of information? As a teen in the late 80s, I saw comics grow up into graphic novels, so I can fully appreciate them as another artistic medium that can be used to get people fascinated and engaged with new concepts and ideas. I was so inspired by this comic book that I decided to create a few animations to demonstrate to you how powerful the visual and the audio can be when you use them together. So if you're still feeling just a little bit skeptical about reading a comic book, I hope this next clip may persuade you to change your mind. Here's a sample of what you can expect when you buy this ebook.
Skepticism in connection with all new ideas is characteristic of all human beings. But if you follow the instructions, your skepticism will soon be replaced by belief, and this in turn will crystallize into absolute faith. Then you will have arrived at the point where you may truly say, I am the master of my fate and the captain of my soul. Man may become the master of himself and of his environment because he has the power to influence his own subconscious mind. Inject into your efforts the cynicism-free faith of a child.
And if you've already read Think and Grow Rich, here's a little reminder about keeping an open mind.
No one is ready for a thing until he believes he can acquire it.
Open-mindedness is essential for belief. Closed minds do not inspire faith, courage, and belief.
If you still feel you need a little more convincing, then download the free chapter from the website before you buy the ebook. The free chapter actually shows you the 6 steps to transform your desire into its financial equivalent. I'll admit, at first, I was a little reluctant to buy this ebook. What made me feel convinced was my son. I'd just downloaded the free chapter and I showed it to him. And his reply was, Dad, this is so cool. You have to get this for me. He's 11, and now he's getting to grips with concepts that I know they are not teaching him at school. If anything, I am all in favour of any positive experience that will enable my kids or any kids to create their own financial success. So even if you don't find this illustrated version appealing, maybe have a think about someone else who you may know perhaps isn't a great or a keen reader, but would actually appreciate the gesture and the wealth of information that can be found in this easy-to-follow ebook. Normally, I would leave you with my own final thought, but I actually had quite a lot of fun making these animations, so Here's another little clip just to wrap things up.
In parting, I want to remind you that life is a chessboard, and the player opposite you is time. If you hesitate before moving or neglect to move promptly, your men will be wiped off the board by time. You're playing against a partner who will not tolerate indecision. The reward is worthy of your effort. Why not make the start and find out for yourself?